Okay, so we are live again, and yeah, I just did a live stream. This live stream will be about something entirely different. Um, sometimes we need to call out these corrupt leaders and these politicians who, they do a lot of virtue signaling, and they like to pretend like they are all about what's good and right, and that they are morally wonderful people. Very often that's not the case. So I'm going to get straight to one of the best examples of how disgusting these people are. Okay, so I'm going to use a news article here. It is in Norwegian, so I'm going to go through this while I'm also translating. Hopefully, I will manage to do that. Now, the background here is that the Saudi Arabian prince, Mohammed bin Salman, he orchestrated the murder of the journalist Khashoggi. Khashoggi was critical to the dictatorship that is Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, if you didn't know, it's not democratic. It's a monarchy ruled by the royal family. Um, and even though it's been denied, this prince, who is in effect now the ruler of Saudi Arabia, even though his father is still in that position as king, bin Salman, he asked for the murder of Khashoggi. If you didn't know, it was on tape, the sound. And I'm sorry that I have to be a little bit descriptive here, but he was killed and his body was cut in pieces. I'm sorry, but that's what they did. One of the Saudi Arabian death squadrons did that in I can't remember which embassy, but it was in an embassy actually in the building. Yeah, I can't remember which embassy, but that's what happened, and it's been proven that it was this bin Salman, the prince of Saudi Arabia, who was behind this. So you would think that someone like that is not welcome on the international political scene, that he would be not welcome among our fine politicians and world leaders. If you think that, you would be wrong, because he is now very much welcome. And why is that? Well, it's because Saudi Arabia has a lot of oil. So, money rules. Nice to know. Before I get to his visit, which is also interesting when in a time of when when these people, these politicians and world leaders, when they pretend to care about the environment, it is interesting. I'll get to that. I'll just say hello to the guys and girls in the chat. A super chat. That's awesome. Genevieve, thanks a lot for that. That's very kind of you. Okay, so Colleen, do you like my glasses? Well, thank you. I'm getting old. I need glasses now. Um, so it's like this is. We need to realize this man, using that term in its widest sense, uh, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. he is a murderer. He asked for someone, a journalist, to be killed because that journalist was critical to the regime in Saudi Arabia. So, he visited France. No, hold on. First of all, Biden visited Saudi Arabia. That's how That's how it started. So Biden, your old criminal in the USA, he fist bumped bin Salman there on his visit to the Middle East. That was in July, and someone like Maktabi, he's a professor. Her. Oh, yeah, she's a professor of political science in the Middle East here in Norway. And she's saying that Biden's visit to Jeddah was crucial, because Biden's administration, by doing that, was signalizing that we would now forget about the murder and we would bring Saudi Arabia back into the warmth, so to speak. And after that visit, bin Salman visited Athens. I think that was just after, or is it now? Let's check here. Yeah, I know, should have prepared this, but I have a lot to do, but I just wanted to share this with you. Now that this was last week. Last week, Mohammed bin Salman is only 36, by the way. He visited Europe, and when he visited Athens, listen to this. He had 700 people with him. Amongst those, 185 security guards and 70 people to ensure the security of his vehicles, because he had some vehicles with him. Actually, he had 350 limousines with him. This number was so high, it says here, that they had to import cars from Bulgaria and Germany to get to that number. 180 suitcases, which were all filled with bin Salman's clothes, shoes, and personal belongings. They were all brought to his suite in Athens, where also bulletproof glass was installed before he arrived. I'm looking at the news article here. I know if I was advanced doing live streams, you would see the same news article on the screen. I'll get to that in the future, but I'll actually, in this case, it's better you don't see it, because he's a really obnoxious guy with a please punch me face. So he had 20 nutritional experts, but you know what? These nutritional experts, they are there mostly because he is so afraid that he will be poisoned. And he had, of course, modestly, only 7 private jets. But one of them was built, actually is a hospital. So the Greek Minister of Development, Adonis Georgiadias, says, "We honor and admire his leadership and his vision for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia." And of course, that little guy, the obnoxious one, Macron, in France. He shook his hand, and they are all buddies now. Whoever says or thinks that these politicians, these world leaders, care about moral standards should think twice. And you shouldn't need any more proof that their decisions are based upon power, money, influence, and pride, personal pride. Because to other people, when you have someone who was just a journalist, when you have people killed, you're a criminal and you belong in prison. This guy, bin Salman, the Prince of Saudi Arabia, he should not be Prince of Saudi Arabia. He should be in prison. This is obvious. This is obvious to most people on the planet, I hope. And any world leader, any nation leader who shakes the hand of someone like that doesn't deserve to be world leader, to be elected into office, or anything like that. And all of this should be obvious. So another thing is, how do these people dare to tell us that we can't drive our car, that we shouldn't have a petrol car, but they will gladly shake the hand of a murderer from Saudi Arabia coming there with, what was it, 350 limousines, 7 private jets? Can it get more absurd? Can it get more disgusting, obnoxious? No, I don't think so. I don't think that's possible. I don't think that's even possible at all. No. So, it's the state of the world we live in. I think it's always been like this. It's not going to change. But we can at least call these people out. And I do notice that, at least here in Norway, mainstream media, journalists are calling them out. They are calling out Biden and Macron and all these people. I don't know the situation in other countries on that, but this is such an obvious case of hypocrisy, So we need to call these people out. Anyone who shakes the hand of a murderer like that, coming there with 350 limousines and 7 private jets, anyone like that who talks about, morals, what's right, what's wrong, us having to use our petrol car less, and like, no, you don't. You lost the right to mention that. You lost the right to talk about that. You lost the right to lecture us when you shook the hand of that murderer. So that's how it works. It's just how it works. So just wanted to share this with you guys. I don't know if it's in the news in your country where you are. We have people here from many countries. So if now you know. Now you know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, when they lost the right to lecturers long before this, but this is, I think, um, the worst example, or the best. No, the best example of their hypocrisy so far. And I kind of didn't think it was possible to top what they already had said and done. But it's these people. They have no, like this Biden. Biden is a good example of a career politician without morals, without any sense of justice, any sense of what's fair and reasonable. I think in Biden you have all that is wrong with politics today in one person. And it's amazing that he got selected for president. Um, but maybe it shouldn't have surprised any of us. Okay. Yeah, and by the way, and I'm going to keep it short here, but there was a clip from, was that Davos when they met? It not that long ago, the World Economic Forum. Two of these guys, can't remember which ones, they were sitting there. I think Biden was one of them, and they kind of joked a little bit about who had the largest private jet to bring them there, and they were laughing about it. They're not even trying to hide it at this point. They're not. They are quite open about it. Um, they are very confident, and I think that they believe that they cannot be overthrown, that they can't lose this, um, and I think that will be their downfall. Actually, I think it will be their downfall. So we'll see. Okay, that's all for now, and I hope you are doing well. We'll talk later. Bye.